In this video, I will be showing you how to create a client portal in Notion. So let's get started. By the way, what is this client portal template in Notion? So a positive and stimulating relationship can be maintained with your client using the interactive client portal template. As a result, it's also a fantastic tool for gathering feedback and survey data for happy clients. With the help of Notion, we can create a template or, shall we say, a client portal. Well, this template is good if you're using this as a customer or as a client or both. Okay, it's a good template for building a good relationship. So here, what you're going to do first is, of course, you have to go to Notion, add page, and then for untitled, you can rename this as client portal. So I toggle the full width and added a cover already. So to start, you have to type slash and then page. And what we're going to add here is the template or given template from Notion. So since we are creating a client portal, and then we really need this project and task template. So what you're going to do is to get this template and feel free to edit everything here. So if you go back to client portal, we have here a task and we are here projects. So under tasks, we can see here by projects, status, assignee, date, due, project, and so on. So you can see here in progress, done. For assignee, you can add a person right here. Okay, this one is date and then the name of the project. Now, if you tap this projects, you can see here active, timeline, board. You can see here status in progress and so on, which we're going to edit later. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to create a time entry. So type slash, click page, and then we're going to create a new table here. So tap table, click this new database. So we can title this as time entries. Okay. So for example, you're going to trace the status or the progress of the workmate, or for example, your customers or even your client. Okay. So here you can change the property by just deleting it and adding or adding property. And then for this time, I'm going to add status and change the options into running. Change the color here and then done, change and this to stop. And then for not started, we just leave it like that. Okay. So change the color here and that's it. So for status, we can choose between running and stop or even not started. So I'm going to add a property again. This time is date. I add start date or start date and then click this plus icon again. Look for end date. The type is date. Okay. So feel free to add specific date here or tap the start date and look for the given or specific date. For example, I started this work at this given date or this person started this work at this given date. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to add a formula type. So search for formula, type formula, and the type is formula. Okay, so here what you're going to do is to follow my formula here. So we need the date between. Okay, and then as you can see here, I want to set this to this date and I want to include the time. So for example, 12 a.m. Okay, and then here is April 10, 1 a.m. So let's see what will be the result. Okay, so for total minutes, let me go back to formula. Okay, and then edit property. So you have to follow this date between, and then we have here comma, and then end date, and then comma, start date, and then you're going to add minutes. Okay, and then after that, you have to click done. Okay, so you have to make sure that the formula here is correct. Okay, so once your formula is correct, then you will automatically see the result. So I think there's something missing here. So let me change the formula again. Okay, so this one is the correct. Click done and you will see here because I haven't added AM here. Okay, so let me type AM. Okay, from 12 a.m. to 1 a.m., of course, that is 60 minutes, total of 60 minutes. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add formula again and rename this as total hours. So we have your total minute and total hours. Okay, so change this into total hours. Now we're going to edit the formula. This time, what you're going to type here is total hours slash, okay, or divided by 60. Okay, so 1 hour is equivalent to 60 minutes. So you have to make sure that your formula is correct. Again, click done, and then it will appear right here. And yes, it's perfect. 60 minutes, 1 hour. And now what we're going to do here is we're going to add like a billable amount. So we're going to add formula again, name this as billable amount, okay, so that you would know how much you're going to receive or the client should pay to you. So here for formula, we have here total minutes times, let's just say you are like $100 per hour. Just an example, okay. So we have here, let me change this to total hours times 100. Okay, and then click done. Then this is the result, right? Now we're going to change this. For example, I started at, I started April 1, and, this project also finished, or let's just say it's 15th of the month. So I should receive this amount right here because I work for the given total hours in minutes. Back like what I've mentioned earlier, for this template for task and projects, you can just easily edit everything here, which you think is important and necessary to your project or to your work or to your client's project and work. So for example, this one here, I changed this to, let's just say, identify common customer problem or concerns. Then we have here the properties, assignee status, due date, and you can add subtopics if you want. Status, you can change this to in progress or this one is done. For assignee, you can add a person right here, specific person, specific client, or specific employee. And for the date, you can set the date here. Priority, you can set this to low or high. You can even add property if you want to. Okay, so below here is another thing. Let's just say this one is a progress or another set of project. So you can do the same thing, edit the name, the task name, the status, change the status, invite someone. If he or she is not yet here, then you can add that person with his or her email address. Once he or she accepted it, then he will be notified or she will be notified that you have added him or her here on your Notion dashboard. Okay. And you have the full control if this person can only comment, can edit, or can have the full access to this template. Okay. And then same thing with the due date and the property. Okay. So you can set this one. You can remove someone here. You can change the due date and then the priority. Same goes with the last one here. You can do the same thing. You can add more database or add more properties. Everything is up to you. Okay, and then as you can see here, if you want to see the whole details of that specific, task, then you just have to open the page. You can simply change or, disarrange or arrange the property right here. You can add more, you can add subtopics. You can even add database here. You can add relation. Everything is up to you. So all you have to do is to open this page and edit everything here. Okay. But if you really want to see the whole detail, you just have to click on that specific task. Okay. As you can see, I can add something to your table, pictures, videos, and other things inside of this page. Now let me go to projects and it's the same thing. So as you can see, you can also change the name here. And then at the same time, the status, as you can see, it's now planning. So you can change the status also. And if you tap this, you can see the whole details of the specific task or project. Feel free to change the owner's name, the completion, change the dates, okay, the book by. You can change the property. You can rename this. You can edit this one. Okay, everything is up to you. For summary, you can delete this if it's not necessary. You can add property and add task. And then you can also add something here like about this project. And if you think there are some features here or task here or information that you think is not necessary, you can just simply delete this. For example, this performance dashboard. I think it's not that really important. So you just have to click this 9 dots and then tap delete. You can add project task. You can even add a task here and even the time entry. Okay. So that's it. Now, as you can see, I have added already the owner's name, the person's name, and then we have here in progress. So we can also delete this one if it's not necessary, or you can edit or change, remove, or add something here under projects. Okay. As you can see, for hidden groups, you can add it one or you can delete it one. Everything is up to you. So going back to our time entries, so let's just say we're going to add something here like we're going to relate or add relation. So what we're going to do here is uh, we're going to tap this time entries, click this plus icon right here, and then this time we have to look for relation. I'm going to show you how it works. Relate this to task, add relation. Okay. So show on task, toggle this one on, and you will see it right here. So let's just say for time entries, we have here assignee and status. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to add my task, this project proposal for project number one. And then we have here another task. I'm going to add, okay, so for example, this one is running, and then this one is stop. So let me add a task here. Okay. And then same thing with number three. I'm going to add this task. So as you can see, there are two tasks or project running. So you can change it right here. So I'm going to show you how it works. So as you can see, I have added here the task, or I can also add here the projects. Same goes to your task and projects. You just have to click or add property, go to relation, and then tap time entries. Then you can simply, track or add time entries or what is inside your time entries to your tasks and to your projects. Another thing is that we have here the calendar view, type slash, go to calendar view. And then if you want to set a meeting, or this one is like an urgent call or monthly meeting, you can just simply rename this. Now you can set or you can add cover icon. Okay, set the date, tag, time. For example, this one is select like you can say yes or no. So you can add options here for yes and no. And then here you can also add like assignee. So if you want to assign someone to, take over or prepare what needs to prepare, you can add a person here and, assign this one. Then they will be notified, of course. Then you can also add files and media and so on. So you can add property here, a lot of things that you can include, especially for this monthly meeting. And if you want to tackle, for example, you want to tackle about a specific database inside your template. Let's just say for this monthly meeting, you're going to talk about your task, the progress, the status of the task. Or let's just say you want to talk about the projects. Or let's just say you want to talk about the time entries. So you just have to simply add it inside this monthly meeting. Then the people or the employees or the members or the clients will know what is this monthly meeting all about, or what is the focus of this meeting. You can even add videos here. You can add images here, and you can even add like URL or anything here. You can add to-do lists. You can add what to bring, what to prepare. So as easy as that. So that's the good thing about this Notion. Okay. So as you can see, it's now here and people can see that. Everyone who has the access to this template can see this. Okay. Now, if you want to add more, so all you have to do is to type the slash right here. If you want to add heading, if you want to add like to-do list, if you want to add call outs, if you want to add image, videos, another page, if you want to add bullet list, if you want to add a table view and gallery view, audio, and so on, you just have to go and type the slash right here and you can see the features of Notion, which you think, of course, are necessary for this template right here, or shall we say this client portal. So this is just a very basic and, not that really the best one. I know that you can do better than this, but this is just to give you an idea how good Notion is when it comes to creating templates for example, client portal, for, a budget tracker, or habit tracker or travel planner, something like that. Because Notion has its own template already, and all you have to do is to edit this. For example, this project and task management, all you have to do is to edit this to that specific task, specific project, specific person or date. Okay, so I really hope that this video somehow helped you. If you have found this video helpful, simply leave a like below or subscribe because it helps me reach more people. See you soon.